Hello, I'm Fender GH with on the Total Opinion podcast with Risen, Musiz, and Lily, and we're just gonna be talking about like how we met, some of our background stories, and if you weren't here for the last podcast, we basically killed Ryan, for which he's not here at the moment. By killed, I mean he's just not here right now. We will revive him in the next podcast, for which hopefully that is soon. But if you guys enjoyed this podcast, be sure to follow for more of these, and we will go right into the top ticks. So, Risen, go ahead and explain like who you are, and then we can get like some background information.
I'm just a dude.
He's a dude who just streams, and Musiz, I know him. He's the one who does a lot of Geometry Dash, and
I don't stream GD anymore.
well, you still kind of do to this day.
No.
And
Welcome to us.
and just the know of like, and what was it, of denial? Like he knows that he still does it, but he just doesn't want to admit
I
to
stream
it.
OSU when I paint Bob Ross paintings in MS Paint, so that's
And do you like pixelate them, don't they?
I try not to. It's just MS Paint is a bad tool, but that's what makes it good. I hide my bad skill by using a bad tool.
No. He actually paints it, puts it in a scanner, uploads it to MS Paint, and he says he did it in MS Paint.
Oh, sweet Jesus. All right, Lily, can you two also like explain who you are, like any information that we need to know?
I just want to say I have no idea who any of these people are. They have me tied up in their basement, please.
Okay.
And something I would like to clear up
And go ahead.
before we go into this episode is two things. One, we have a new member. You probably noticed because he's been talking the entire podcast so far. Fender.
Hey guys, I'm Fender GH and I do Guitar Hero for a living.
We just mentioned him. We mentioned a podcast when we were in a call, and he was like, and now he's here.
Like I really wanted to do a podcast on Not Beginning for the past 3 weeks, and then we just never had a chance to do it, and now we're finally here.
We'll try and be more consistent uploading.
Yeah.
And for the people who are watching on Fender's, more people are going to be watching on Fender's side. So if you're watching on my side, I suggest you go over to Fender's as well and drop him a follow,
Yes.
because he's using a lot better scene than mine.
I mean,
Plus, he's really good, really fucking good at,
Yeah.
really good at Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero is life. You gotta do what you gotta do, you know.
The Virgin Muses versus the Chad Fender.
Are you even like streaming right now, Muses?
Not at the moment.
Why would you say go over to mine if you're not even streaming?
I meant from the YouTube video.
Links
I
in the
mean,
description.
yeah, link it in the description to all the channels, and let's go ahead and start with some
Same-
stuff.
Same for me.
Yeah, let's actually talk about like of how we first all met.
Ooh.
I forgot.
I remember Risen was streaming Guitar Hero, and I think it was you were doing like online during the time. I think were you doing an online session?
I think it was before online became a
It was
thing.
slightly before, but it was
Yes,
around
slightly.
the time it was finally gonna get released for Clone Hero, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was around that time, and I just randomly stopped by because like it was late at night, and like at nighttime there's barely any people streaming Clone Hero these
A
days.
lot of streaming in general.
Yeah.
There's a lot less.
Well, at nighttime you kind of have a better chance because like all the major ones are asleep.
Mm-hmm.
But to the point, Risen was streaming Clone Hero, and we actually just chilled. Actually, like I think, were we in a voice call for like 2 hours?
Yeah, we're always just vibing.
Yeah, we were literally just vibing, and then how I met Musiz is through the same as Risen. He was just in a call, and we were going to do Monopoly, and
Oh no.
at that time, we literally just been like the three of us just been the closest of friends, and we would literally just do Monopoly for like hours and hours until in the morning.
Yeah. Fucking 3 a.m. Monopolies.
Do not play Monopoly at 3 a.m. Watch what happens.
Oh no. Or no.
Oh, 3 a.m.
On my end.
It goes further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gone wrong, gone sexual, almost stopped.
Alright.
Came to my house.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Musas, can you like explain how you met Risen or how you met
Okay.
Lily?
so I met Risen, oddly enough, in Geometry Dash level request stream because like all all the layout creators who think they're better than they are, like all those,
Mm-hmm.
I just made a level and went to a bunch of level quest streams and gave them my level. And it's also the same way I met Lily. She, I think, 4 5 months later, by that time I was good friends with Risen, but she popped in, just said hey, and she also became a really consistent viewer, and through that, a consistent moderator, and we became friends. So
Hey, I just want to
And-
say, I want to correct you on that statement. I didn't pop in to say hi. I popped in to say Demon Mix was a bad one. Literally my
Yeah.
first message.
that was
Should we point out like why you're like Risen's manager? Because like you have like, of course you've been holding the record for like the highest bits in his channel, weren't you?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he was called the Bit Lord.
Ah,
Yeah,
and-
can you give us
Shine
like can you give us like an explanation what the bit lord is?
okay. Who came up with that?
You.
No.
I'm not clever enough.
That was not me.
You.
No, it wasn't me.
It was definitely
It-
me, even though I wasn't even there whenever that was a thing.
Actually, no, you definitely were.
That was Bit Revolution.
I meant whenever it became a thing.
Yeah.
That's,
Oh, I think it was Bobby.
I think it was Destroyer.
No, it was Bike Boy.
No.
Hmm. Who was I don't know who it was,
Oh,
but
no.
basically I gave a lot of bits, so they gave me that name. And funny enough, that's where my profile came from, because quite literally a year after that was relevant, Lily messaged me an image of my GD icon, either photoshopped or something, to be like the classic cowboy scenes where like Bitlord. I haven't heard that name in years.
It's been 1 year.
Yeah, like
shut
a
up.
fucking cigarette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For cow. And Kaido Arts, shout out to him. Actually, oh, thank you. He drew my profile based on that image alone.
And then to this day you're with this.
To this day, 1 month later.
Yeah.
It's all
Okay.
inside.
Okay, a final member, Lily, can you explain of how you met Risen or Muses?
Alright, well, as Muses said, I had also joined in a Geometry Dash stream. I'm pretty sure what it was, so Risen was in like another server, but he was just a regular member.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who it was who owned the server, but he co-owned it with one of my best friends, so I was in that server also. And so they had like a webhook where it would post like whenever someone goes live. So I just did it, so I'm like, oh hey, this person's live and he's playing Geometry Dash. Why not look at it? So I did. And I mean, yeah, that's kind of how I met him, and then I just started uh, watching every stream for the next 3 months.
4.
The rest is history.
And yeah,
Because that happened
the
before
rest is
summer.
history. Okay, so
Yeah.
like this was like way before, cause like
Yeah, this was in what,
Summer.
May?
This was in like April or something like that. I don't
Uh,
even
yeah.
know.
Yeah,
It was around Mayish,
'cause it was May for me.
May or June.
Well, maybe it's whenever I followed. It was sometime in April whenever I first
Mm.
started showing.
No, it's not May because you haven't hit your 1 year yet.
Oh,
Wait, it's not May. You have
Oh.
8 months though.
it was either May or June or something.
August.
I can do.
yeah, this was like way before I knew you guys, cause like I know
Yeah, it was
Risen,
August.
like Risen, I've known you since like November or September last year.
Around fall last year, yeah.
Yeah, around fall last year, and like, and now here we are. A couple months later, we're doing podcast and Monopoly streams for hours and hours, just talking about random shit, being all jaded. All right,
Always losing to you.
yeah.
I have to say, aside from this podcast, I've been in a voice show of Fender a whole like 1 time, and that was whenever we played Monopoly for real money.
Not that.
Did we ever do that?
Yeah, it was like a lot of people. It was me, Risen,
That one
Lily,
dude in your chat.
Fender, Ava, and not Pilot. No, that was before Pilot.
Oh,
It was one other person. Derek's, not Derek's. What is his name? We had this conversation trying to remember his name. What's his name? He's always on mobile. No one know.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember, because like I totally remember Ava, because I still have her DMs about like me switching like properties with hers, and then
No, I
like
thought it was a dude.
it
Oh
wasn't.
no, you're talking about Lily. Wait, are you talking about Lily or you?
No, it wasn't Lily.
No, the other person in the call didn't play Monopoly with us.
What was it?
Oh, it's Athena.
Yeah, Athena. Athena is the one I was talking with.
It was Athena and Derek, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Either way, a lot of people.
Yeah. And I can't believe we actually did that for like real money.
That was different. That was a different time.
Yeah, that was a different time.
I
And
think those are different games. I remember
yeah,
the dude.
speaking
His
of-
name was like Epstein, and then
yeah, it was Epstein.
yeah, I remember that game. That's the
Yeah.
one that
It was Epstein
money
and it was
involved.
Nut.
Oh, it was. Oh
That's-
yeah, nuts.
Oh yeah, true. Not.
Also, shout out to Musiz for paying for my fucking bet because I didn't have
Because you didn't have what?
money.
Oh yeah.
Good guy Musiz.
Yeah. And Good God Muses. That should be your new name. Just Good God Muses.
It was a very good thing too because I was the first one out.
No, you weren't.
Okay,
No,
I
it
was
was
the
that-
second one out.
Yeah.
It's funny.
And we definitely need to do more Monopoly like after this one.
I mean, I know now that I can actually run it, so I'd be down.
I'm always
Alright.
down.
Okay, and I'm going through my list here. So Muses, a bunch of your channel back then was like Geometry Dash related, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so explain to me like what got you into Geometry Dash.
Let me think about that.
Okay, and then Muses, and now Muses, Risen, and Lily can also think about the same thing while I'm guessing going to start off. The reason why I started off with Guitar Hero was back in 2006. before I moved off to Texas, and and one of my friends had a PS2, and they had Guitar Hero 2 on there, and the first song I ever played was Less Talk More Rock, and I was like, why, and like, and which one should I go for? And of course, being the young 6-year-old me, I clicked an expert, and then my fingers just started going off like out of nowhere, and that was actually the first time playing Guitar Hero. And then in 2007, the first Christmas in Texas, I asked for an Xbox 360 or just Guitar Hero in general, and then from that point in 2007, if 13 years I've been playing Guitar Hero, from just casual to almost like competitiveness, and I still love the game. It's still my favorite game out of everything.
Actually, I have to say, kind of a similar thing with me. Like, I also kind of grew up with Guitar Hero. I think the first game I played was either the first one or the third one, but either way, just I don't know, as a special place in my heart.
Right.
And with me, it was less about one game in specific, but one second.
So, Risen, you got anything?
In regards to plastic guitar rhythm games, yeah, I've been pretty much a fan. I think I started with Guitar Hero 2,
Yeah,
and then as the Rock Band games came out, I did go through those as well. I think the last one I officially got was the Beatles one, but I've let that go since.
Yeah, and I'm not really too big on Rock Band. Like, sure, I only have like 2 or 3 Rock Band games, but I never played or even finished them because I wasn't comfortable of how like the highways and the notes were. As from Guitar Hero, I collected almost every single disc, and the only ones I am missing is just Rock the 80s, the first one, and what was like, is there any other ones that I'm missing?
I mean, well, there is like Guitar Hero Van Halen.
Yeah, okay, let me just remember all the ones I got off my head. There's the first one, there's Rock the 80s, there's Guitar Hero 2, then there's the third, then a World Tour, then Guitar Hero 5, Metallica, Van Halen, Guitar Hero 5. Did I say 5?
Yeah, I already said it.
Okay, okay. Then Warriors of Rock, and then Guitar Hero Live. So like 10 games, I think.
Oh, there was also Guitar Hero Aerosmith.
Yeah, Aerosmith. Yeah, I have that one. So literally every single one I have, except the first one in the 80s. That's literally every single one I have. And what surprises me is I still have the guitar that came in the box with Warriors of Rock. The only downside of it is the pause button is busted, so it will always pause by itself without like, you know, anyone touching it.
Dude, I could go on about just like my broken guitars. Like the first guitar we had, it was a Les Paul that came with Guitar Hero 3.
Oh yeah.
And just like, oh man, the yellow and blue frets don't work very well. The select button is really fucking sticky. It's something.
I feel so dissociated from this conversation because I've played any Guitar Hero game for a total of 1 month.
You need to get into Guitar Hero.
I do. It was Clone Hero last year. It's all I've done when it comes to Guitar Hero.
I've gone through so many drum sets and bass pedals.
It's so many drum sets.
It's always on Painkiller too.
Oh my god, Painkiller. That song is something.
Painkiller. When was that on?
That was Rock Band 2, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I got drums from back then was Guitar Hero World Tour, and I would just like, I remember one day when my entire family was doing like full band songs, for which I was the guitar,
Times.
and like I was the guitar, my mother was the bass, my dad was the drums, and my brother was the mic. And I'm actually glad I turned down the audio so you can hear, so you don't hear yourself while singing it.
Playback.
Yeah, the playback, it was so bad because my brother had a high pitch back then, and like I still have the microphone to this day. I don't have the drum set. I think it's still at my old house. I'm not sure, or that either at my old house or I donated those away.
I mean, it's compatible with Clone Hero now.
Yeah, and now it's compatible with Clone Hero. I mean,
I always wanted the pro drums, but too expensive at the time.
yeah, and besides, I don't have enough space. And well, I do have space. I just don't want to like cram up my room with just Guitar Hero stuff. So I want to keep it as clean as possible. But other than that, like Guitar Hero, it will always be my favorite game.
Weren't we supposed to be talking about Taco Bell during this?
Who cares?
Who cares? Yeah.
It,
Next.
you-
Next episode.
Find out next episode 3.5. Okay.
Also,
Yeah.
also, I want to make a quick comment. This is probably like heavy bias, but I don't know. The World Tour soundtrack or set list is pretty good, and I say heavy bias because it has free Tool songs in.
The Tool set list and World Tour.
Yeah, Tool is literally my favorite band, so
I mean, I'm not even going to lie to you. I will only play Tool and like only the hardest songs in World Tour, like nothing else. Like everything else just seemed too simple.
dude, World Tour is one of the easiest games ever. How do
Yeah.
I know this? Back whenever I was absolute garbage, I could pass Satch Boogie on hard.
Yeah.
So I have a quick question, just because of how dissociated I am from the Guitar Hero community.
Okay.
Because I know in a lot of rhythm games, Jump Dash, also, the built-in levels are very easy when it comes to the standard of the community. Is that how it is in Guitar Hero?
It like the built-in levels on actual Guitar Hero discs, like
Yeah.
The stock
okay.
ones.
Like the stock ones, like let's just say for instance Guitar Hero 2, okay, the songs are easy, but the strike line to hit the notes are very, like you have to hit them very accurately, like right where the notes are supposed to strike. As for Guitar Hero 3 and above, they kind of raised up the difficulty, like
But
they
dumb down the...
yeah, they like the Double Went Down to Georgia and Through the Fire Flames and Raining Blood. That's when things started kicking up like instantly, cause like
It was a huge gap.
it was a huge gap. Like take for instance Cult of Personality, easy solos, and then you see Raining Blood. It goes from like 40 to like 85 in like one button. Yeah, as for like Van Halen and like Metallica and Aerosmith, like those are easy in themselves, because like in Aerosmith there's only like, I don't know, 20 songs that are Aerosmith, while the rest are just like, you know, other bands. But other than that, like Smash Hits, another game that we haven't mentioned.
How did I forget Smash Hits? Oh
yeah,
my god.
yeah. I just remember Smash Hits because I remember one of the places was Canada, but anyways, Smash Hits. There's like I'm actually glad that Neversoft actually took Through the Fire of Flames and put the intro to taps instead of just like you have to use like hammer-ons and pull-offs. But in World Tour, that's when taps were implemented into the Guitar Hero thing, and then Exile Lord did like a hack for Guitar Hero 3, for which to this day is like crazy on Clone Hero.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Neversoft, if you're listening, take all of the Tony Hawk soundtracks and put it into a game for Guitar Hero. You're welcome.
Yo,
Yo.
Guitar Hero
Hero
Underground.
Guitar Hero Underground.
Hell yeah.
That would be cool. Like, and like, does anyone remember the game Tony Hawk Project 8?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, like Tony Hawk Project 8 was my shit back then when I first got my Xbox 360, because I borrowed my uncle's Xbox hard drive, and it had a Tony Hawk Project 8 demo, and I would like play that every single time when the demo runs out, and then I would just like find glitches and like all the challenges in like instantly try to get it all done before the demo was over. And then I went to GameStop, and then I bought it. Like you barely see those games being played these days, but Tony Hawk Project 8 is definitely my second favorite skateboarding game, and my first was Skate 3.
Skate 3.
And on relation to Guitar Hero Underground, I can just imagine someone holding a guitar while riding a skateboard in the background of the playing field. I don't know what it's
Dude.
called.
I would fucking love to see it, just like Tony Hawk is an unlockable character.
Dude, and like having his own like custom like and like his own custom like highway for like wheels. A skate tar. That sounds so wrong, but
so right.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
I remember like. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I would literally buy Guitar Hero Underground if that was ever a thing, like in an instant, and like do a full game FC of that.
Good times.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be great.
That would be great. Like, not even joking.
I mean, they could bring back the Wolverine and Spider-Man costumes too.
Defender, did you fix it? Do not disturb.
Dude, what about the fucking like? I could have sworn in one of the games he could have played as Iron Man.
Yeah.
And we're still talking about like Tony Hawk games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I know there's one cheat code for which you could play as like the Neversoft baby in Tony Hawk Project 8 as a character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh my god.
And to this day I still have the book with all the cheat codes from 2011.
Holy shit.
I used to have a Tony Hawk game. I think it was on Game Boy Color.
Oh yeah.
So boomer.
Yeah. On my GameCube, I went to this like flea market over at San Antonio, and this was back when I had my GameCube back then, and I saw a Tony Hawk Underground game, and I bought it, but it would never load.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, and to this day, I don't know where that game went, but I think from the back of my memory, we returned it because it was like $10 for like a used game.
Yeah.
That never worked.
I used to just rent games.
Yeah. And now with emulators,
Now
you
we
can
have
just buy.
digital piracy.
You have digital piracy.
Yeah.
We do not endorse
We
piracy.
immediately went to the same side.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we could have an entire episode just talking about the bullshits of emulation and piracy.
Hey, it's a good
This
topic.
episode's gonna be an hour, isn't
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm already been like recording for like 40 minutes.
it?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of
I mean, it's funny. Before Fender, we were having trouble pushing 20 minutes, but Vine isn't even here, and we're pulling an hour.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay, so does anyone have like any work stories that they want to like mention?
I don't work.
I don't work either.
And well, the Riz and I are like the only ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, hey, now's your chance to talk about Taco Bell.
Yeah. As everyone on my channel doesn't know, I work at Taco Bell and I have been for like the past 3.5 months, and I got some ridiculous stories that you will love to hear. So okay, so this happened today, and now so we have this whole like virus thing, like people cannot dine inside Taco Bells.
What?
Like dine inside, like eat inside.
it's all meat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like you have
Yeah.
to go for the drive-thru and stuff.
Yeah. So Taco Bell.
I thought you said die.
No, dine.
Yeah, you
No.
can't die at
Yeah, you
Taco
can't die inside of a Taco
Yeah,
Bell.
Don't
no,
die in here. Die out there, okay?
Yeah, you cannot eat inside the Taco Bell restaurant.
I mean,
so
you can't eat anywhere, so
yeah, anywhere, but you can
can't
only
eat
do
in your own house.
yeah you only have to eat at your house or
In your car.
yeah, in your car. But at Taco Bell we have drive-throughs and Uber Eats, and along with DoorDash, but we never get DoorDashes because like they're screwed
Uber
up.
Eats is doing Uber Eats is doing the free shit, so
Yeah.
it's gonna love it.
Yeah, so
Oh, dude.
Marketing.
okay,
You know,
so okay, so here's one Uber Eats story that I got here. And I got 2 of them, but this one they're both really short. And then I'm going to talk about an incident that happened yesterday. So today we got an Uber Eats order, and you know how like the taco combos are like 3 tacos and a large drink?
Mm-hmm.
And normally they will come with beef, cheese, and lettuce, or a sour cream or tomato if you want to add that stuff on there. The Supremes.
Supreme.
Yeah. So we get a Taco Bell, a taco combo, and they got a large Pepsi, but the 3 tacos that they wanted, no cheese, no lettuce, no beef. They only wanted the shells.
It's how
Dude. Oh,
And-
sorry, I don't want to
yeah.
interrupt. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You were saying?
Go ahead.
See, I used to work at Pizza Hut. Little known fact.
Oh yeah.
I've had a customer come in, ask the manager if they could order a pizza. No sauce, no cheese, no toppings.
Just the
manager
crust.
The manager just looked at the customers and like, it's just crust. And she's like, yeah, can you do it? It's like, for $10, like a large, it's just get breadsticks. And she's like, no, like she's like, trust me, the crust just tastes better.
Oh, she wanted to.
I
Oh my god.
I wanted to tell her, I'm like, it's just cut differently.
I cannot believe
It's the same bread cut differently.
it's just
I
Oh
think
my
it says a
God.
lot whenever someone prefers the crust over the breadstick.
just
So what we do is
can you just
we replace-
imagine? Yeah, you finish. Go ahead.
we replace the crust with mozzarella sticks.
Oh my god. I mean, like if you like
And instead of
oven-
sauce, we
Write
have
this down.
whatever the mozzarella sauce is even called.
Marinara.
marinara,
Marinara,
yeah.
thank you. instead of tomato sauce, marinara sauce.
Isn't that like the same thing?
Yeah,
I
it just has a little more herb seasoning.
Okay.
That's what it is.
So, the guy comes over to pick up the taco combo because it was $3. It not 3 tacos, well, 3 taco shells for $5. And I was like, you could have just gone to the store and got more instead of just buying from Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And so
Hey,
the Uber guy comes over and was like, you would not believe his order. And he looked like my age. He looked like 22, 23. And I told him, you would not believe this order. It's like, what is it? It's just 3 taco shells. And then he just started laughing as I am.
Yo, I have a question.
What's
Because
up?
I know, I don't know. I don't even know if it's right to bring it up, but through the app, has anyone been ordering like 3 regular tacos and like a large drink for like $2?
That's actually never happened in like regular tacos and a large drink. Like the highest I ever seen was like in like $3, $4, no, like $4 or $5. Cause like I put in the orders of the Uber Eats onto the register and they make the food. But
The only reason I bring it up is
Yeah.
because my brother got 9 tacos, 3 large drinks for like $6 just because the mobile app bugged out, and they still took his order.
What
Yeah.
the actual fuck?
yeah,
Yep.
Come on.
we actually never had that situation before. But here's the second story. Okay. So there's the taco party packs, okay? And you know how much tacos are in those party
Oh,
packs,
no.
right?
Yeah.
Like and like go it's like
10 or 8.
it's 12 tacos.
I knew it was 12. I
Yeah.
remember getting
Yeah,
party packs. One.
yeah, there's a taco party pack and there's a taco burrito pack, for which that's 10, and just the tacos alone is 12. So we get an Uber order, and I remember this. This was on April 9th, around 9 p.m. And so literally like the first day I started back working, and I go home 4 hours later. And they still told me like what happened after I left, but someone had the audacity of ordering 17 taco party packs.
What?
17 taco party
the
packs.
Why?
And
Did you complete the order?
they got it done in 30 minutes.
Oh my god.
And remember, 12 tacos times 12.
12 times 17.
Yeah,
12 times 17.
Yeah, 12 times 17. That's 204
Oh
tacos.
my god.
And do you
Taco
know?
shells?
No, all tacos.
Yikes.
And do you know how much the total was?
$5.
No.
Wait, how long did it take them?
It took them 30 minutes to make 17
So,
taco party packs.
That's roughly 7 tacos a minute.
Yeah. And do you
That's
know
a taco every 10 seconds.
yeah. And do you know how
Jesus.
do you know how much the total was?
Like
Probably like 250.
300?
Well, I'll tell you this. So the taco party pack is like 1150. It's like 1154 if per taco party pack.
It
And
is?
yeah,
Damn, I guess
yeah.
my area just overcharges it.
It's well, it probably, I don't know, but it was around.
That's cheaper than I thought.
It was around $250.
That's not right.
Called it.
I just did the math. It's 100.
Well, I don't remember prices
that
from my
shit.
head.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
You also have to like remember taxes exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, but taxes wouldn't be an extra $50.
Okay, fair.
Well, they're delivery orders. So yeah,
Oh god.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gratuity.
What happens if like the tacos slide off the seat at that point? You just cry.
No. We put them in bags, and they have
then-
they have insulated bags as well.
From the Pizza Hut.
Oh my fucking God. I
For
just
the
don't want
Pizza
to
Hut.
imagine. I don't want to imagine trying to put 204 tacos in your car.
It's like that one
Cops would get suspicious.
the
Yeah.
one math thing. There are 12 tacos in each party pack order. Johnny orders 17 party packs. How many tacos does he get?
The whole class looks at Johnny.
What the fuck?
This is legitimately the guy they warned us about in math class.
Yeah.
Johnny the sumo wrestler. Oh man.
This is terrible.
Yeah. And okay, so this is the final story, as this happened yesterday. So yeah, you know how employees are, they have to be like, as nice as they are, right?
Yeah, as
Yeah.
nice as possible.
Yeah, and like nice as possible. Like, and not only that, I am like a fucking like without being like anywhere, I'm a fucking asshole. Like online or real life, I'm a big dick. So and while going through a lunch rush, this was around 11:54, so like right at the start of lunch rush. And if someone wanted to look at like those cards, like to see like the total, and like to insert the card and swipe in with, so that happened. Like he wanted to look at it, and I just asked him if anyone was like anything that was okay on there, and then he started lashing out on me. Like he was insinuating that I thought that he was poor. Like he thought that I was telling him that he was poor, when in reality I was just trying to make sure everything was okay. And then he started screaming racial slurs to the point that everyone behind him and over the intercom can hear him. And then he said, "Let me speak to your manager." And then I'm the manager.
Oh,
damn.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm the
It's
manager.
fucking Karen moment.
And
did you refuse, right?
yeah,
To provide service?
I refused to give him food because he was spitting racial slurs, and not only that, like he was saying like, "Oh, I'm a physician," and all that stuff. Like, and I was like, "Sir, nobody asked what your position is, and if you're going to continue this, we're going to ask you to leave the premises before we escalate to the police." And then he just started going off, like he's just gone. And so I got some food for lunch, and then now, and we got the lunch rush order, and the person behind the guy was like apologetic, and they like gave me like a $5 tip, because like they heard all the commotion, not only from the intercom but like from the line itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
It's actually, I've left Pizza Hut for a reason like that.
Yeah. I mean, like I'm actually like really glad that I didn't like lash out and like try to like hold him by the shirt. Instead, just like be the manager I am. Just looked at him dead in the eye. I am the manager. We did not ask for what your position is, and we're gonna have to ask you to leave. And like I'm actually glad I stayed calm.
Just
I
like
can't
round of
clap.
fucking applause for this man.
Yeah.
You guys can't tell, but I'm standing up for this.
Also, on that note, I just want to say I'm 17, so I'm perfectly within the age to work. Yeah, thanks for the great impressions of what working retail and fast food is gonna be.
Oh man. Can we talk about one more story I had on my mind.
Yeah, we have time.
Yeah, so this was my very first job back in 2018. So after I graduated high school. And this was a summer job, and my parents just wanted me to get out of the house. And one of those jobs that one like came up quickly because it was close. Well, sort of. It was a water park at Hawaiian Falls. Anyone heard of Hawaiian Falls?
No.
Okay. And what's a close like water park kind of similarity that you guys have?
We have Raging Waters here in California and Soak City, USA by Nuts.
Anyone heard of Slitterbond?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so
Never heard of it in
it's
my life.
okay, well, so Hawaiian Falls is like it's like a community pool, but it just has like a wave pool and all like the big stuff. That's literally what it is. And
Okay, so it's more recreational.
yeah. And so this was family owned, and so when let's see here, how do I make this short? Okay, so you know how big like parking lots are for like malls and like for water parks, like big, humongous.
Yeah.
So this one had 7 sections, and the one that was all the way at the end was for employees only, but it would take like 20 minutes to walk up to the front. So I would literally just grab my skateboard and just skate up there to the door and just clock in, and then skateboard inside the park before we opened. And then let's just say all the positions I had in 2018 was more responsible than the managers themselves. I was the head chef, head janitor, lead shift, and after work I would stay after closing I would stay after for 2 hours cleaning up the place. And
Yikes.
like I had more responsibilities than the managers. And so we had this one day for which it was nice and calm. I served burgers, chicken, and hot dogs and fries. Yeah, real good. I made that place become a 4-star from a 2-star because I started making the food. So out of nowhere, I saw a school bus pull around the corner, and there was like 150 students. I think it was like 2 or 3 buses, and it was like 150 students and teachers and parents. And keep in mind that this was during summer, so it was probably like a school trip or something.
No, just if it was during summer, it was like a summer school trip.
Yeah, probably summer school.
Not summer school, like a summer camp.
Yeah, like a summer camp. Yeah. So, anyways, lunch started happening. Like everyone started grouping up as soon as it turned noon, and then as like I'm trying to get everything out fast as I can. Normally I would be in gear 1 because I'm all chill. I had to go into gear 5 because I had to go fast. But we had a problem. We ran out of chicken.
Oh no.
And it was the middle of lunch rush, and then what we had to switch over to burgers. And do you know what happened next?
They ran out of burgers.
We ran out of burgers.
Oof.
And all we had left was veggie burgers. And my manager had the audacity of saying, we're making veggie burgers the same price as regular burgers. And I'm over here like, are you out of your goddamn mind? Like, I didn't say that to him, but I was like, are you out of your mind? You're going to raise the price of veggie burgers to regular burgers because we don't have any? And he's like, yes, we are. And I was like, that's going to lower your place down to 1 star again, buddy. I would reconsider that. Like,
sounds like the kind of guy who would buy Lay's instead of Pringles.
Yeah.
think you have the audacity to buy another branded ship. You will regret that purchase.
Yeah.
Imagine having the audacity to have your own opinions on shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, this is the same day, and they needed somebody over at the churro stand or trailer that was right next to the exits. I was like, sure, I'll do it. I need a break anyway. And then I go over there, and just the sight of this trailer was horrifying. It was all rusted. The door when it opened, and like, you know how in most RVs or like pop-ups you would have like a fan that like opens and like exhausts hot air out? Yeah, that never opened because the wires were shot.
Fun.
And I couldn't bring a drink in there, and I couldn't leave the door open.
Yikes.
So, and you know
You
how
had to melt, and it's in summer.
yeah, and it's in summer.
Is this Texas or wherever?
It was in Texas. It was like
Oh, Jesus.
it was like 102 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And you know how hot those deep fryers have to be to, like, you know, make churros or
To work.
funnel cakes? Yeah. You know how hot those have to be?
Yeah, I see the film.
Yeah. And not only that,
Oh.
yep. So I was inside there for like 2 hours. Just it like going like I was fine. And then as soon as, like, you know, started heating up, I wanted to open the fan. It wouldn't open. And so I had to talk to the manager over, like, you know, the radio. And it's like, hey, the air vent does not open up. We need to get some ventilation. And then he was like, well, you can't have the door open, and you need to keep that window to get the food out. Like, I cannot have the door open. I can't have a drink, and the air vent doesn't open. The only ventilation I had was that tiny window that was the biggest, like the size of my head. And that I just slide the food under to and grab the money for. And
Yikes.
I started sweating like crazy. And
How long were you in there?
yeah, I was in there for 2 hours, and then yeah, of course I started sweating and like
That's how you have a heat stroke, kids.
I had a heat stroke while
Health hazards.
yeah, and then splat on the floor in there for like
No.
I was in there for like 2 or 3 hours. And nobody checked on me for like that time. And then like my eyes, I was just seeing white, and I couldn't breathe. And then like
I think
like,
that's actually a heat stroke.
yeah, like thank God that the place didn't, like, you know, catch fire. And
At
then
least you're alive.
yeah, I'm glad I'm alive. But this was 2 years ago in midsummer. So that's when the temperatures were high as hell. And
Yeah.
like I was pissed. And do you know what they said? Sleeping on the job. I was fired for sleeping on the job.
Oh my god.
So I sued them.
Oh my fucking
You
god.
sued him?
I sued them.
You
And
win?
I won because they didn't
GG.
know. I won because they didn't know that there was cameras in the trailer, but I knew. So I had to like show them every single piece of evidence, and not only that, I had audio recording on my iPod. So I gave them audio, and I won, and I'm actually glad that I won, because like not only I was able to, like, you know, how do I say,
Bring justice.
yeah, like relax for a long time, but not only that, the place went from a 4-star to a 1-star.
Oh god. Okay.
Sister.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
So it went from a 2-star to a 4-star to a 1-star, all because of you.
all because of me.
You did it.
Yeah, and let's just say, do you know how big was the prize pool?
A lot.
$35,000.
Fuck.
Yo.
And at 18 years old, just graduating high school, that is like crazy, you know?
GG.
Yeah.
GG no
Fucking
re.
nice.
The best part is that you're like still healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I propose we name this episode Fender Almost Dies of Heat.
You know, I'm down. We'll
Alright,
title it
because
that.
wait, Fender, do you know the names of the other episodes?
No, what was it like?
Okay, so episode 1 is Ryan swallowed a marble.
Wait, is Ryan swallowed a what?
Marble.
And that actually happened, by the way.
And that actually happened.
What?
And episode 2 was Zero wanted to shoot off her ear. So it's going with the scheme of Fender almost died from a heat.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a weird pattern here.
Visit you next.
This is just our fucking
Is
name
that a
scheme.
threat?
Oh, oh god. It's just like
Go on,
episode 4, Risen got mugged outside of his house.
Dude, don't
This
even
is
tell me that, dude. Like reselling shoes is like bad right now, dude. People get mugged.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Risen gets mugged.
Especially in my area. Hell no.
Can I just point out that I still have the uniform from the water park that I worked at? And let's just say that it is actually so small that I would, and one time during my stream, I picked it up and I swung at it with a hockey stick.
Small.
Yeah. And
Lol.
I remember that happening on YouTube, and YouTube gave me a community guideline warning for smacking a t-shirt.
That's
What
weird.
the fuck?
Whoa,
Just
t-shirt is
If-
a serious thing, dude.
It was a t-shirt with a
Did you
hockey
Every
stick.
day, 12 t-shirts in the world go through abuse with a hockey.
You were saying
that's better than having 14 dogs dying in luggage on an airplane.
For just
I-
$1.
No.
I'm edit that out.
Okay.
For just $1, you can help stop the abuse of t-shirts everywhere.
But I'm
You
actually
get a shit from like droopy
mean,
ones, droopy
I
shirts.
only brought that up to get Risen's reaction because he was in the call when that pilot originally brought that up.
I know, dude. Freaking pilot.
But I'm actually glad I did an appeal on the community guideline, because there was no harm, like no hateful, like no stuff. All I did
Yeah.
was I smacked a t-shirt with a hockey stick.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not related that you just some odd sued that company, but that could have been any T-shirt.
Yeah. But
Oh,
no,
wait, actually-
it was the outfit.
I have to ask, did they actually drop the strike after you appealed?
No, it wasn't a strike. It was a warning.
Oh,
Yeah.
you said strike.
Like,
No. A community guideline warning, and I got
Okay,
that
right.
appealed, and they removed it.
how the fuck did you manage to do that?
I provided them with evidence that it was just a t-shirt and not like some kind of animal that would be smacking you like some crazy hypocrite these days.
Yeah, like, I'm just saying though, because like the
T-shirt
appeal
out of
system in
logo.
YouTube is broken as hell.
And speaking of YouTube, I remember this one time that I don't know, well, none of you guys know, but back in like 2015 2016 when I started YouTube, someone from my school uploaded my YouTube video from my hard drive when I was gone.
Oh my god.
So
What the fuck?
so I was I of course I only had like like very limited stuff because I was in high school, 16 17 years old, and I the best thing I had to record stuff was my MacBook or the school computer I had because it was a desktop. And yeah, I had OBS on there. I started recording just like just small stuff like Hydro Thunder speed runs or just anything else. And I would edit from that computer. And from that point, I went over to use the restroom, and I put my computer in lock mode so no one could log in to my stuff. But I forgot about my flash drive that was plugged in.
Fuck.
So I came back and I saw my flash drive was gone, and then I blurted, "Did anyone take my flash drive, or else I will report you." And then they people raised their fingers towards this one group that had my video of a Minecraft Let's Play from my PS3, and over and over and over they uploaded my video that I already uploaded to my channel to a channel of their own. And
So they stole your content and duplicated it?
they stole my content and duplicated, literally stole my video from my own personal stuff and uploaded it as their own. And let's just say I did copyright strikes because I kind of knew how to do it back then. And you know how strikes work. First one just goes through. Second one, you can't upload for 2 weeks, and the third one is terminated.
Now it's first one you can't stream for a month.
Yeah, this was back in 2016, so so changes were different way back then.
Yeah, I was just saying.
Yeah, but from back then, I did 7 strikes. They uploaded it to I terminated the first channel, I terminated their second channel, and when the first strike went through on their third channel, that got deleted. The channel got terminated somehow. I guess they
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so I terminated 3 channels in 4 days.
Jesus.
So why would they keep re-uploading them?
I don't know. I guess they just
Did
wanted
they
to...
like your content that much and they just want to be like, yo, this is good.
No,
This is good content.
no,
Post it. Let's get some views.
No, because the thing is, back then, I was the smartest one, and they were trying to piss me off because, I always do animation stuff, stuff that anyone else can do, because this was for editing and Photoshop, Illustrator, and everything else. And of course, mine was always shown because of all the creativity I do, because I've been doing editing since 2014. And so there's this other time for which I terminated another channel, but that was last month. And I used to edit for a Fortnite team, and I made them sign a contract that any video that I upload onto their channel, I get part of the revenue, and not only that, get paid hourly when I edit the videos.
Royalties,
Yeah. So they signed it, and every single month they will send me a the payment for all the videos, all the views, and the income that comes from the channel. And they didn't pay me for 2 months, and I told them, if you didn't read the contract, if you don't pay within the next 2 weeks, your channel will be gone by my own hands. Because keep in mind the videos that were uploaded to that channel were under my copyright. So they didn't pay me, so I made them pay by terminating their channel. So that channel had almost 4,000 subscribers, and I terminated the channel when I only had 1K. And they thought I couldn't do anything because I was smaller than them. And then I got paid of a crazy amount of, well, they were so like entitled of not paying me, because do you know how much that pay was?
I wouldn't know. I don't YouTube.
It was like $30, and they didn't want to pay me for 2 months.
Was it like a small private company?
For like literally a small payment of just like $30, and they were so entitled of not paying me that I just terminated their channel, and I made them charge double, so $70.
That
Shipping.
not how math works.
Well, I said 35, right?
No, you said 30. I thought.
Yeah, you said 30.
Oh, 30.
Exactly how
Oh,
math works.
well, 30. I meant
Math is
30 plus 30 equals 7.
well, 30.
Taxes.
Taxes. Okay, well, $60. I made him charge double, and then I got, of course, paid the double value. And then to this point, I was done working with teams and started just to host my own. And to this day, I have not heard a single word from them. And like, if I'm actually glad I got revenge on like 3 people in my entire life.
This is just
hear from them if they don't have a channel.
Yeah.
It's just fucking Fender. This just fucking stands in
Fender.
depression.
Yeah, I'm sitting here all monk ass.
Fender podcast pendant.
Fender just
At first,
obliterates people.
at first a water park, then people like haters from high school, and then
No.
Yeah, what?
First, Taco Bell.
Oh yeah, Taco Bell. Taco Bell. Well. By dates. By dates. Hawaiian Falls, then high school, then the haters, the people who didn't want to pay me, and then Taco Bell.
Yeah, I'm just so anyone who's watching, don't fuck with this man. He will take everything you love from you.
Except dogs. You could keep your dogs. Alright, got my own.
Okay,
I
you can
am
keep your
scared to
dogs,
play Monopoly.
but your house, that's his.
Yeah, I'm taking your house.
And your Monopoly houses.
Your mom.
And your railroads.
Fucking railroads and your brown pieces.
And the brown spots, dude.
You get to live in a brown spaces. Like, you have to live in a fucking hotel in the brown spaces, for crying out loud.
Your time has come.
That's the third time on this episode that someone has said that.
Wait, someone have said what?
Your time has come.
4th.
Oh. Okay.
Well, is this episode over?
I don't know. Unless anyone like has any stories of their own before you cut it off.
No, I'm a very boring person.
Alright. I got a really exciting story for all you guys.
Alright, what you got?
So one day I went to the store and I bought a soda.
You bought a soda?
Yeah.
Alright, what soda was it?
It was like a Dr. Pepper.
Okay. Was it like an off-brand like Dr. Thunder?
Oh no, it was just an on-brand
Mr.
Dr.
Lightning.
Pepper.
An on-brand.
Yeah. Okay. So
On
continues.
brand.
Okay. So, anyways, you got a we're just gonna say off-brand names so we don't get copyright. But it's so you got
Alright, yeah,
so you got
Dr. Thunder.
you got Dr. Thunder.
Yeah. And then I walked out the store
You just
Wait, you didn't pay?
You just walked out.
It doesn't pay.
Okay, I paid for it.
I was
And
about
then
to
I walked
say.
out.
Yeah, after you theft.
And then after I left, I don't fucking know. I went to school or something.
Vibe.
That's your
So-
story. You literally go to the store, bought Dr. Thunder, and you went to school.
No. Stole.
Yep, that's about
Mr.
it.
Lightning.
Alright, so I don't know who wants to do the outro, but I'm
Wait,
doing
wait,
the
wait.
final line.
Hey, Risen, did you just say Mr. Lightning?
Yes.
Mr. Lightning.
Funny story about that.
Off band of an off band.
So
It's an actual
one of my good friends, whenever he first went online, his username was "It's Mr. Light."
It's Mr. Light.
So this real quick. No one will understand this in the video, but you'll understand it later. I don't care who does the outro, but my final line is gonna be my current status.
Your current status.
Oh yes, perfect.
What
And
is?
hey, it's a chronic buildup of my favorite iron dust. That's my.
No.
Oh, that is your current status. Okay. It's a Bob Ross reference. Oh my goodness. This is like, let's just say, like the longest like podcast we've done.
This is the longest episode.
Yeah, this is the longest episode. We dragged it out for 11 minutes more.
Will this be broken into pieces?
Yeah.
That was more than 11 minutes.
Well,
That was
more
an extra 20 minutes.
an extra 20 minutes.
Right. We
No,
it's like
30
an
minutes.
hour-long episode.
No, this is an hour and a half.
Why?
Roughly. Like probably an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, I got
because the
I got an hour
first
20.
like
Yeah.
cause
I have
the
an
first,
hour
like,
27.
10 minutes was supposed to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
Alright.
But this is like, of course, one of the most funnest like podcasts I ever done in my life.
Yeah.
Like most of the podcasts I ever done myself was just by myself, or with just other like Twitch streamers that like just fall into themselves and now like wanted to hear from others. Yeah.
Could also suggest a topic in the comments below.
Yeah, all topics.
Yeah. Just let us know the topics in the comments. That would be more better right there.
Yeah.
Make it a Q&A.
Yeah, we could do a Q&A. We haven't done
I mean,
one of
that'd be cool.
those. If you want us to do a Q&A or do any topics that you guys suggest, let us know down in both perspectives of the videos. Till then, guys, from all of us here, we'd like to wish you a happy podcast and God bless, my friends. We'll see you in the next one.